Alrighty, are we live? Yes, we are. In the Color Up multiverse, one hero stands to lead the fight. His name is Captain Color Up. Alongside with Jim the Professor, the believer in Low House Edge, and in the truth that we're all really random rollers, we take on all colors. This is the Color Up Podcast.
Welcome to the Color Up Podcast. Whether you're a seasoned player or a beginner eager to step up to the table, this is your lucky podcast that's all about the thrill and strategy of the casino world. I'm your host, Jeremy. With me is Jim the Professor. Let's get rolling. Did you come up with that on the fly, or did you write that out?
Because I've been working on that for hours.
Because I know it's a little extra 15. Shot for
the
dice controllers.
Boom.
And
put that in there. Boom.
Still so angry about this topic.
I don't know. It doesn't hurt.
Did you get an email from a guy trying to sell you a $4,000 show again or something?
There are emails out there, and people are sending them to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are people like that.
So they're just trying to get under your skin by sending. They know it'll set you off a little bit.
Either that, or it's just some big random list that's out there that they got from somebody.
Yeah. So. Well, that's how that stuff goes anyway.
Yeah. Well, good to see you.
Yeah. It's been what? 3 weeks. This is week 4, maybe.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing some of our regulars who are staying away from soon to be NFL action to catch us here for a little bit. So good to see all our friendly names up there, including your family.
Yeah. You definitely want to be here as opposed to watching, the biggest sport in America.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people just throw up, goose eggs, and they won't compete against the NFL. But we're competing against the NFL, Joe Rogan, whatever it takes. We're
head on. We'll do it.
Head on. Lining up right across from them.
At least once a month, we will. Whenever I'm not on a cruise, or
on a cruise, or you work something in.
Or this last week, I think it was. I just said I was sick, right? That was my excuse this last week? Because I came back and.
Yeah, I've got a list of about 20 of them that you use.
Okay, I rotate my excuses through. Yeah, I think that was my latest one because I was away for 2 weeks on a cruise, which we'll talk about some because it is craps related. And then, and then I got coming home from there, I got sick, and then I got Jim wanted to talk about what's going on because I don't know. I guess I feel like I don't have anything going on, but he's like, well, actually, there's all kinds of stuff going on.
Pretty busy guy, and I think your public would like to hear from what's been going on. And I got a little outline of things that you've mentioned, some of the stuff to Green Color Up members in your latest newsletter. And
yeah, I guess I sometimes forget because there's so many different avenues that I share stuff with. So it's like, I've got physical newsletters out to people, and then I've got, the Discord channel or the Discord where I communicate through all of my club members, and there's so many private messages, and then, and then I'm making YouTube videos that I share certain stuff. So yeah, I do sometimes lose track. A lot of
channels of distribution in the marketing world.
Yeah. And so I don't always, it's probably good that you're kind of wrangling around to give everyone an update if, for those who care.
Yeah. So let's start off with the big enchilada, which was, put it in, cartoon thing. When we last left our hero, he was getting ready to start thinking about making some flight reservations for an upcoming cruise.
Okay.
Let's take it from there, take off from there, get it, and let's see where it goes. So where did you go? Where did you fly out of? Where did you fly to? And all that good stuff.
Okay, the real nitty gritty you're looking for.
Yeah.
Well, so I used my annual cruise certificate for this cruise, which is so I'm a player, club, whatever. I don't know, part of the Royal Caribbean
Club Royal,
whatever they call
rewards.
it, rewards program.
Casino rewards program.
And so if you earn 2,500 points in April or before April, each April you get a annual certificate You can earn instant ones on every cruise, but this is an annual one just by reaching Prime level. It's called. They just, instead of gold, platinum, whatever, they call it Prime. And you get a one-time yearly free cruise for 2.
And is that to anywhere or?
Well, yeah, that's what's so great about this annual list. And I know you just earned yours on your last one.
No, I'm 81 points. I will be on December 22nd. That night, as soon as the casino opens, I'm gonna get 81
quick
points.
81 points, yeah.
Yes, and then get out of there. Yeah.
Right.
So that's why I'm so interested in this. So.
Yeah. Okay. So in April, they're going to offer you, it's essentially everything in their fleet, every date possible. It's just everything available in their company. They do have a couple, and very minimal blackout dates and ships. Usually like the very latest brand new ship is probably not going to be on the list.
Okay.
And I don't know what their most popular times for cruises are. I don't know, but those may be knocked off the list.
Like a holiday or something.
Yeah, but other than that, you're going to have, and this is what I took advantage of, is because in the normal course of me playing craps on a cruise, I never earn enough points. I usually earn like 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000, which earns a decent list of free cruises. You know, the Bahamas and Caribbean and this and that and the other thing. But once you earn like, 3,000, 5,000, you start getting stuff like the Greek Isles and Mediterranean cruises in Europe and Japan and Australia, all these amazing options. But I usually don't earn those. I don't get enough points in cruise. But throughout the year, I accrued enough points to get Prime. And then, so the annual list has all those amazing things.
Okay.
And so I chose and I booked a Greek Isle cruise. And then I had to change the date because it was supposed to be now. Okay. My daughter said, "Hey, I'm getting married." And we can talk about that too. She's getting actually married this Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Here in Vegas. And so I had to change the date. So we moved it up like 2 weeks. And I ended up not doing the Greek Isles, but we ended up doing Italy. I forget what it's called. Italy and Croatia maybe. But we went to Italy, Albania, and Croatia. And it was awesome. And so that's just something I would never earn or never pay for. But it's free on this annual cruise list. So I really took advantage of that as opposed to going like out of LA for 3 nights.
Right.
I'm doing something that would be a super expensive cruise. Mm-hmm. So that's
how I'm. Interior room or is it balcony?
It happened to be, it was interior, but it was like overlooking like the center, where they do all the parties and the walkway, the boardwalk or whatever in the center of the ship. So.
Okay, so it actually had a window in the interior room that looked into the whatever they call it. Yeah, the promenade,
courtyard, or promenade. Yeah,
something like that. Okay, well that's interesting.
Yeah, so but it was that's still multi-$1,000 cruise, and the biggest The nice thing about it for me, and a lot of people I know can't do this, is because the flights alone would be thousands of dollars.
Yes, yeah, it's going to be huge.
Right. Because of my wife's job, though, we only pay taxes, and we ended up flying over there. I think it was like $150 each, like $300 there, $300 back or something like that. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very cheap for us. So essentially, cheap flights. The hotels aren't bad there. We stayed in Rome for 2 nights.
Did you go to any of the touristy things while you were in Rome?
We walked around for days, or not days. Yeah, for like 2 days, and we did all the stuff, all the pictures,
Colosseum and all
the famous spots, and
we
go early just because flying standby. So standby means you have if there's seats available, you can go. If there's not seats, so it's always iffy when you're doing this. And so we go 2 days in case we're like, hey, well, there's no seats today. Maybe the next flight, maybe the next flight. And it sometimes works like that. You sit through 5 flights trying to get on the flight, but it actually worked out very smooth for us. And we flew to Rome, so we was there 2 days early, and then we got on the ship.
So the ship went out of what city?
It went out of Rome. And it went around. Amalfi Coast, Sicily, and then it went around the boot to Albania, and then we went up to Croatia for a couple stops, and then ended up, I forget the name of the town, but it's supposed to be Venice, but it's still like a long train ride to Venice.
And then where did you go fly home out of?
Out of Venice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, we actually stayed. That was so flying against that. We couldn't get a flight out. So we stayed an extra night, and we didn't plan on staying in Venice. We planned on getting off the ship, taking a train to the airport, and then going home. We couldn't make the flight, so we actually stayed a night in Venice, and we're really glad we did. That may have been one of my favorite places, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and so I'm really glad we kind of got stuck there for the night.
So it was almost like a little second honeymoon for you guys.
Yeah. Nothing like the Venetian in Las Vegas, by the way.
So they don't have a canal with the little thing?
Well, that's the thing. They absolutely have canals.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And they absolutely have the guys on the boats and everything everywhere. But it's not like a Disneyland ride. It's like real life. It's just the city is on water and on canals. And you can actually, we didn't doing it because it takes too long, but you can take a boat to the airport and they'll drop you off in a boat. I mean, that's just how it's really kind of fascinating. But yeah, all these beautiful old ancient buildings are on the waterfront with canals through them. And it's really, really, really cool. It's very like a tourist trap, but it's still amazing in its own right.
Now, was there a casino at any of your land-based stops?
So I guess they're not very popular over there. Okay. I don't believe there was any in Rome. There wasn't any in the other stops in Italy. There was some in our last stop, I believe, in Croatia, but I ended up not going. I mean, I knew that none of them, I make sure there was no dice in any of them.
Okay.
And most of them were like, they have some slot machines, right? And they call them casinos. All right. Roulette's big in Europe. So I do know Croatia, the towns I could have went to a casino, went to roulette. And then, excuse me, Venice does have supposedly the oldest casino in the world. And I wanted to go back to it. It opens up at 8 p.m. So we did touristy stuff, and I went back but it turns out, because I knew there was like a dress code, so I was wearing shorts. I had to put on pants. So I'm like, okay, I'll wear pants. And then I found out, I think you have to pay a $50 entry fee, or €50, which is like maybe $60 some to enter. But you also have to have a jacket.
And you probably aren't.
No, didn't have a jacket. I'm like, do I go buy a jacket just to go in here? And I'm like,
well, they're trying to keep out the riffraff.
Yeah, I guess. They don't want guys in shorts and no suit jacket, I guess. And so there's an entry. Now with that fee, you do get like a drink and like a $10, I think, like free play, but they're still charging you like $40 or something. For the drink to get in. So I ended up, I was like, I'll probably never come back here in my lifetime. And this is the oldest casino in the world. But I did not do it. And again, I knew that they only have roulette tables. If it had dice, I would do it. I would have been like, you know what? This is the oldest casino.
No-brainer.
They have dice.
You're buying the jacket.
I'm buying the jacket. Yes. I'm paying the entry fee. I'm going in. But, just because dice is just an American thing, really.
So how were on the ship in the Mediterranean? Did you play on the ship?
Minimal. Okay. I played the first night. It went well. I forget. I wonder if I can pull it up in my notes, but I think
which strategy did you use your?
I used Old Faithful, which is lay the 10.
Okay.
I think I started laying it 100 and then 110 inside.
Okay.
And then after a couple times and the pit manager goes away, I drop it down to like $40 lay and 44 inside. And it was fine. I think the first night, I don't know, one night I lost 75 and one night I won 15. I forget which is which night. But I was down whatever that is, so $60 total over 2 nights.
What was the name of the ship?
I don't know. Navigator? I don't know. I never care what the name of the ship is. I don't.
So what class? I mean, was it like
It was like the medium size. Here,
okay.
We'll get the details, I guess, for you.
I know you weren't thinking this was going to be some type of.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting all these questions. I mean, it's fine. I just, man, I don't even see. The notes is. Oh, the first night I won $15. The second night I lost $75.
All right.
And the second night I didn't get rated as well as I thought. I was only getting like 80 points per hour.
That's not a lot. Yeah.
No, especially if I'm tipping. And I mean, technically, if they're kind of offsetting your bets and they notice I dropped down to $40 lay and 44 inside, it technically is only $80. And then maybe if they discount that, but still usually I get rated 100 and some plus. Cause as soon as, after 3 rolls, I start pressing.
Yeah.
And that's how I win. But, I just didn't get rated that well. And I'm like, you know what? I got like 1,000 points. Good enough. And at that point we started having conversations with my wife. Hey, why don't we get you to Prime? Not only that you might start getting email offers to take friends and family with us, but then you would for sure, over the next couple of cruises, if you can earn Prime, then we would at least have the annual cruise that we can match up. We can book the same ship and the same cruise.
And then you could have a family member.
Yeah, we could take 2 other people with us for free. So
that's an interesting strategy.
Yeah, that's our plan. Is she's also going to earn Prime. And I think she just played slots, though. This next time she says she might do team play on craps.
So you go big on like
like I'll play the don't and she'll pay the plastine. We really don't have anything at risk, and as long as they don't like catch on or whatever too much, they might rate us pretty decent. But I'm still like, you're still gonna have to put in the hours. But this time she just played slots. First night ended up really well, but she ended up losing 500 total, which was like the budget, right? Hey, we're not losing more than 500, but I think she's more than halfway to Prime. So if she could do that again and get Prime for $1,000, she'll still get offers, and it's still way cheaper than just buying a cruise outright.
Okay.
So it's still a good deal, but maybe she'll do better. I don't know.
Okay. So overall, great experience, and definitely worth trying to get your 2,500 points for Prime.
Yeah, I mean, if it is definitely like a once in a lifetime thing, and like I said, for most people, it's going to be, they're like, well, dang, it'll add up. Hotels, train rides, the type of touristy stuff you want to do and pay for once you go over there, and then airfare is the hugest,
So how much do you think you were all in with this? Because, like you were saying, like 300 or so each one of you guys, and you had some hotel rooms.
Yeah, probably. I think like 1,000, 1,500, something like that.
Not 2,000. Okay.
No, but you can add
the discount on the airfare.
Yeah, you add on another $2,000 probably for most people.
Yeah.
And we don't buy a lot of touristy stuff, and we don't, we just kind of like to walk the cities and so we don't really pay for excursions and do all that kind of stuff. We just kind of like exploring. So.
Okay. Very good. Well,
yeah.
Anything else you want to add about this?
Well, I don't want to add anything. You're the one it was the Voyager ship, by the way.
It was a Voyager class?
Yeah.
Or was it literally the Voyager?
It was the Voyager.
Okay.
So if that means anything to anybody.
It should. I know it does to Tim, who just jumped on.
Yeah.
He can probably tell you all about him. Well, let's move on to topic number 2 as we're pushing things along. So Color Up Multiverse, he's been absent for maybe a month now, and everybody's wondering what's going on in Jeremy's world. And
is there any questions we need to answer?
We can jump into the questions.
Just if you see anything topical.
Yeah. I'll try to do the producer's role while you're opining there. But we got a lot of stuff going on. So, but anyway, you mentioned in the Green Color Up newsletter packet where we got some really cool glasses, and I'm going to say well done. It was a really nice. Thank you very much, Jeremy. I saw and heard a lot of good things about them in the green room on your Discord. But anyway, you mentioned something about some news about.
They were late, by the way. They were supposed to come out in September, but I finally did. No, it's supposed to come out in August. August 1st, I think. So I got them out in mid-September. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, shot like a set of like 4 glasses color up on them.
And we got our chip.
Your chip, the new chip.
So, but anyway, we've got those nice things. You had that newsletter, and in that newsletter, you made the announcement, I guess, for lack of a better word, about a relationship that you, Color Up, is going to have with a casino in Las Vegas. What can you tell us about that?
Sadly, not much yet.
Can you at least mention the place?
Well, yeah, I said in the thing, it's the Strat Casino, which is interesting. Okay, and why it's still like, I was actually supposed to be in there today. I was supposed to be in there today. Today was supposed to be my first starting day.
Today's not over, by the way.
The day is not over, but I could tell you I'm not going over there.
Okay.
So this is a deal that's kind of being brokered through SportsGrid, who is where I host essentially my videos on television, right? Mm-hmm. And so they're going to be filming a television show at the Strat. They're making brand new content there. And so they thought they'd bring me along as, like a secondary type
personality kind of thing, or
personality, or like another show, essentially.
Another show. Okay.
Like an add-on for them of like, hey, also Color Up will be filming his YouTube channel here at the Strat, and then you can, it will also be posted on SportsGrid, which reaches a much bigger audience actually than I reach on YouTube. So they're happy about that and want that to happen. But the reason it's going through them is because then they have like the umbrella insurance,
okay,
and just kind of technical and behind the scenes stuff like that.
Legalese stuff.
Yeah, but beyond, because I can go to any casino. Hey, am I allowed? Can I set up a camera? And some will say yes, some will say no. Mm-hmm. But we're trying to build kind of a little stronger of a partnership, really, where I'd have some greater access. You would see some angles we've already talked about. I'm in cameras and certain like behind the pit and underneath the dealers, just different things that you might not see anywhere else. And not umbrella, I forget what it's called, but it's anyway, just in case anyone hurts or sues them, or it's just liability stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's, everything's kind of agreed on, but I've got to get, and also funding, right? I'm like, well, SportsGrid, to be honest with you, I would love to go in every week, but I can't risk $500 of my personal money or $1,000 every week to play, right?
So
I am not bluff.
$5,000 or $10,000.
Right. It's just not happening. Even if it's only $500, I'm not using $500 out of my wallet to play.
Okay.
At the Strat, at least not at this moment. So, we have to figure that out, and it's just moving slower than I wanted to.
Okay.
The weird thing about it is, a lot of people don't know this, but Bob Stupak, when it was called, I forget the name of it, but
it's the birthplace.
Yeah, it is the birthplace of crapless craps. And what I found out is why it is like sweeping the country in the last couple of years is because one of their lawyers or something dropped the ball and did not renew the patent or rights or whatever to it. So it became to where everyone could copy it. And that's why you see like the boom and the bust and the this and the that. And everyone's kind of copied it and renamed it because they lost their exclusivity to it. But they were the ones who started it. And so interestingly, they have no standard craps at all in the casino.
How many tables do they have?
They have 3, and one of them's like a miniature tub, and then they have even their bubble craps are crapless. They do have one standard bubble craps like on the other side of the floor, but
so they're all in on crapless.
Yeah. And I get it because they're the birthplace, but I don't know if enough people care. And they don't like advertise it or anything. It could be a marketing angle, but they don't use it. It's just you go in there and they don't have standard craps. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting. I would think that they should have at least one standard table. So I don't know. We'll see how it develops. We'll see how often I film there, and we'll see if, things work out really well. But I don't know that I want to go on a weekly basis to play crapless craps.
So you don't think it would fulfill your inner joy as your long-term goal of building the game of craps in the community? You don't think you're all in on crapless craps like that?
No, I think it's it's an optional, it's a fun thing maybe for some, but I don't want to have to explain to everyone because most of my viewers are cyclical and they're all new players or just turned 21 or going to Vegas for the first time.
Hey, why does mine have an 11 and 12?
Yeah. And they're like
3 on there. Yeah.
And it's a more expensive game. It kind of almost makes you so you can't. I mean, we've talked about this before. You've pulled it off successfully.
Yeah, well, once
but you really,
once, yeah.
It makes the pass line in the come bet a very bad bet. Not terrible. I mean, it would become. I call it a bad bet because it's equivalent to roulette. I mean,
right.
But a lot of people play that.
Just off from the get-go of the game, the house edge.
Yeah, it's over 5%.
Yeah.
So. Winning standard craps, you can get way below 1%. So it doesn't make sense to play over 5%. So then you're only playing pass line. And then I've really been into hedging, lately, temporarily.
No dark side.
Yeah. And you just don't get that in craps. So you're just like, cover some numbers, hope they roll, or you're going to lose money. And when they do roll, it's great, but it's just not. I don't know. It's just not craps. I think it's a fun little option or side game, but I don't want to get into promoting it full time and teaching people it full time. And
let me ask you this: they have Ken Weary Byers jumping in. He says, "What do you think is the percentage of people who prefer crapless over craps, or vice versa? What do you think could be it?"
That is a moving target.
Okay.
It seems like everyone's adding it. And I've been to cities like St. Louis. I went to like 2 or 3 casinos there kind of downtown. And they will have like 4 crapless craps tables and 1 standard, and all the crapless ones are full. So there are parts of the country where that's where everyone likes.
Okay.
And, you got guys like online, I think like Bluff and stuff, they're playing bubble craps, and then even
going across all.
It just makes it easy. Hey, just cover all the numbers and hope a few rolls and you get your money back, especially if you can hit those outside numbers. But it just makes the game really easy to explain. So there's no don't. You don't have to worry about stage 1, right?
Right.
You win or you lose if the 2, 3, and 12. There's none of that. It's just roll the dice and avoid the 7. The end, right? That's the name of the game. So it makes it easy.
Short book, by the way.
So I think more and more people are attracted to that because it takes no effort to understand the game then. It's just like, just bet on all the numbers and hope the 7 don't roll. And that's it. To me, it loses the complexity and the intrigue about it. At that point, it's just roulette. You're just picking numbers and hope that the ball lands on it. And we're just using the dice instead. So
not as many strategies are coming to mind with.
I mean, you
can still press up.
You can still press, and the big thing would be for me is regress. So maybe if you cover some outside numbers, those pay a lot better, and then you can regress down and have your bets paid for. There's things like that you can do, but really you're just stuck. You're either pressing or regressing. You're covering inside or you're covering outside, or some sort of mix. You're not playing any hybrid at all. You're not laying any number temporarily. It's just all about avoiding the 7. So Yeah, there's no. Someone mentioned 11 come out winner. There is no 11 come out winner.
Yeah.
In this game.
Yeah, none.
So.
Yeah, there's no 11 come out winner. He was just wondering. Was it Matrix Devonshire says, I'm not sure how the pass line is a lower house edge by itself, since you don't lose on the 2, 3, or 12. You at least have a chance to get those rather than lose. I know you lose on the 11. So how you remember the math and stuff on that one? Why it's 5%?
because so how the regular pass line works is you have a really big advantage to win with the 7 and the 11 versus losing. And then that's where the big part of the game is for the pass line. Once it actually moves to a number, you're more likely to lose the bet.
Right. No matter which number, even the 6 or the 8 or whatever. Yeah.
Right. But it's 4 through 10. You're not a huge underdog. You're a little underdog. But that winning on the come out kind of offsets it. So it makes it like a 50-50 bet.
Almost.
It's like 49, whatever it is, right? 49, the problem on crapless is, yes, you can't lose on the first roll. But the problem is when your number goes to a 2 or a 12 or a 3 or an 11, with the 2, there's 6 ways to lose and only 1 way to win. You are a now 6-1 underdog. It is very difficult to roll that 2 back, right?
Yes, it is.
So that's where they do, and you only get paid 1-1, right? Now, if you're playing odds, it's true and fair odds. They pay you 6-1.
Sure.
But that's an additional bet. But the pass line itself is you are now a 6-1 underdog. So you only get 1 roll. Then you're a 6-1 underdog, and they're going to pay you 1-1. That's not cool at all, right? Yeah. So if you are going to play the pass line, you've got to play odds. I mean, you've got to make sure you can afford it. Like in the regular game, I say you don't really need to play odds.
It's an extra bet. It's an
extra bet.
Yeah,
you're still going to lose 1.4% of whatever. Mm-hmm. But in crapless, you're going to lose over 5% if you don't add odds. So make sure you have enough money to be able to afford odds and get that 5% down. So with crapless craps, if you're going to play the pass and come, I really would say make sure you have enough bankroll to play odds in that game, just because it's kind of a rip-off if not. But that's why the house edge is so high, is because you start getting paid, $1 when you should be getting paid $6. So
yeah,
someone just asked, I have not seen crapless craps on a cruise ship yet, and I haven't heard of any, but I don't know why it wouldn't be coming.
I hope to never see it. Yeah,
it will come because it's easy to understand.
It's cheaper,
and the casino makes out like bandits because now they're going to be making over 5% on pass line bets. So, and everyone goes, if they're new, they play pass line,
and that's going to change up you and everybody's cruise game.
Yeah.
You can't hedge.
Honestly, if they moved to crap, I wouldn't. It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, I would dabble in it, but there's no way I'm going to be trying to earn thousands of points on crapless craps. It's just not going to be a thing for me.
It's not going to happen.
At that point, I'm not.
So you got a upcoming. You're working out the details, and we should expect to see.
Yeah, hopefully some content now. I mean, I could. I guess with single and that was the other thing. Like Sports Grid is supposed to support me with, local help here. They have people here stationed in Vegas, and then, like camera equipment and all that stuff, so I can do multi-angles and do this thing right. I mean, I could just call them up right now. I have the contacts and say, hey, can I go with my phone or my one camera and film at the bubble craps? But I'm trying to get it set up to where I could do right. Like I said, I can put the cameras on the other side of the table and, present craps to you like you've never seen before, hopefully.
Awesome.
But we'll see.
Very good.
It's
we had our buddy
it's a moving target.
A little late here. Hey, Brian, I know you and
oh yeah, he must be using the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. I saw you. I've been watching a couple of his videos. We talked about Jeremy's cruise earlier. I don't know if you jumped on or not, but maybe when you're out walking the next day or whatever, you can definitely catch up on Jeremy's adventures in the Mediterranean Sea. But yes, good to see you.
Yeah, I really want to do. I want to visit Japan, right? And some cruises have a couple stops, but I don't know about like 2 weeks, and most of it is crossing the ocean. Like I'd rather like fly to Tokyo and hit a couple spots or something, but a lot of them are trans-Pacific.
Pacific, yeah.
And most of that, 10 days or whatever, is just out to sea. So, and like he said, it's open quite a bit.
Yeah, is that? Yeah, he put on here.
That's just the craps table, so I imagine the casino is open from like
24/7.
noon to almost.
Well, I think when I watched this video earlier today, I think he said that the slot machines, or maybe it was the day before, are open all the time. So,
oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. So interesting there. And I bet you his airfare is going to be a little more coming back from the Pacific because he's got to get all the way to Colorado, I guess, eventually. So
yeah, I know he's one of those
frequent
wheelers and dealers. So yeah, he's freaking flyer miles and all kinds of stuff. So that's why those are the way. Like he's running all kinds of points, and that's kind of his behind the scenes. So that's how he can fly and do all these cruises. And then me, my wife is in the industry, and so that's how I can fly and do all these extra cruises. So I know some people get that question like, how in the world do you do so many cruises? I know they're free, but you're still paying port fees and taxes and Ubers and hotels. Well, we can do that because, the biggest expense in all of this is airfare. So when they go, hey, can you do a cruise in 2 weeks? Yes, I can, because I work from home and I can fly there for essentially free. So I'm in a different situation
than the average guy.
Than the average Joe. So that's how they can throw out all these offers, because they know no one's taking them up on the offers for the most part. Like it looks good and it's exciting, but I understand most people cannot take advantage of the offers. But we're certainly enjoying it while I can.
Well, good. All right. So nothing else. We're just gonna see some content coming up. So I guess we'll transfer over to my.
Well, I did mention that same newsletter. I mentioned the whole boondock. I don't know. The mess that
I wasn't going to bring it up. I was going to let you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do want
take it head on.
I did mention, like, I wanted to tell my club members and kind of clarify what that is. The general YouTube audience, not that big a deal because they're not the real supporters like the club is. So I did tell the club, but I think most of the people on here are club members and not just general YouTube viewers. So I was excited to do my first sponsorship with Stake. Stake is a big company, online gambling company. They're everywhere now. They sponsor Formula One. They sponsor UFC fights.
Big time, people.
Big time. They sponsor Color Up. They throw around big money. So I'm like, they're like, will you sponsor our casino that doesn't have craps? I'm like, and they're like, well, how about some big money? And I'm like, how about some really big money? I'm like, okay, well, let's talk about it, right? Haven't gotten paid, by the way, yet. Supposedly, I still should get something.
Checks in the mail.
Checks in the mail. Oh, yeah. Once we work out some more stuff. So I basically, it was like a 2-month deal. After 1 month, I'm getting all these complaints from people. Hey, your sign-up bonus, because I say promote, hey, if you sign up, you get, so many of these green coins, which if you play, you can cash them out for real cash, because it's one of these, for fun. They're a for fun casino that you can buy more coins to play fun coins, but when you buy more, you get state coins, which you can cash out for real cash. Well, Bitcoin or crypto and then real cash. It's kind of complicated, but people were not getting their sign up offer. And I'm asking, hey, what's the deal? What's the deal? I'm lying to my people. Jim's a big example of it.
I didn't get mine.
And when you ask them, they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. No influencer gets this sign-up bonus.
Everybody gets 25 minutes. What do you call something that is not true?
Right.
That's a direct quote from customer service.
Yeah, so their customer service is giving people, which is giving me a bad name because I'm like, hey, this is an amazing sign-up deal. Yeah. And no one's getting it. Anyone who talks to customer service, they're like, what are you talking about? So that was a mess. And then I'm saying, okay, where are the stats? So it was a real sponsorship. I know like Casino Quest and some other people are like, we don't do it because it's an affiliate deal. You have to sign up and lose money for us to get paid. That wasn't my deal. I just get paid for promoting them. But I would like to go, hey, 2-month deal. Maybe we make it this longer deal. Let me know how many people are clicking, how many people are signing up. No problem. I have all these certain links. If you go through my website, if you go through my YouTube, if you go through my Discord, these are all links that should be tracked. I've got zero data from them. They're like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know why we can't provide you any data. I'm like, what is the point of me promoting you if we can't tell anyone who signed up where any of the traffic's coming from, any of the clicks? They're not getting sign-up bonus. And I said, I'm done. I'm not promoting you guys. So
there you go.
Will I get paid for a month of promoting them?
Doubt it.
I'm not holding my breath.
No. Will I get my 25?
Will Jim
coin?
get his 25 gold coins? No, he won't. I mean, they say they're working on it, and like maybe they can make it up to people. But again, I don't know. But I guess that's what you get for dealing with an online casino. You know,
okay.
They're not. You know. What do you call it? Registered in America. Yeah. They're not following under the rules. That's why people always say, hey, be careful these poker sites, be careful these online sites. I mean, typically they care about their reputation, so they should pay you back. But like the old days in poker, they could just close up shop and say, see ya. Try to cash out your money from our island company. So I don't know. Right. It left a sour taste in my mouth. It would have been nice to have a great big sponsor for the channel. It would have helped a lot. I could have invested myself in the cameras and doing different things, but it's what I've been so leery of taking any sponsorships, and it just didn't pan out as of yet. Okay. You know, we'll see if they can make it up, but I'm not super excited about it. So
and truth be known, I don't think 25 green coins is going to make a big difference in anybody's life.
In anybody's life. Well, and that was I think ours, everyone was supposed to get, I think 58 or it was pretty significant.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. But they told me nobody gets more than 25.
Yeah, well, you didn't even get the standard because a lot of people, you get the 25. I think that was the standard.
It took too long.
Because, you had signed up and then you were flying to join me on a cruise. And they're like,
24-hour period or
like,
whatever.
well, because you landed in Nevada and then you weren't allowed to finish your sign up here. And then once you got to California, they're like, well, now it's too late. Like,
sorry.
I'm still a brand new customer. I haven't played any. Why can't I get my... So anyway.
All right, so enough about that. Nothing else in the green letter you want to talk about? Those were the two big things.
Yeah. Okay. No, that was it.
All right, so the next one that I had that some people might find interesting is...
Mr. Hampay showed the true side of online casinos. That would be interesting. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I have to Google that one, yeah. People who've been watching your videos may have noticed some extra hands in there. Normally it's just a two-handed show, but you've had 4 hands in there. You want to talk a little bit about that? And
well, initially you kicked it off, kind of. When you came for DiceCon,
okay.
You helped me film a few,
there was a couple,
2 or 3, 4, maybe, I don't know.
Yes.
And so you had a little run of. Well, you were the player for me.
Yes, I was the player. So we've done that, and I know you've had other family members in before, but they have always been on the
player side.
But you,
because I was the best dealer at the time. I have had dealer John has dealt for me.
Yeah, and you were the player. But
and I was the player.
Was multiple videos, at least 3, I think, that are out now, where you're no longer the best dealer in your family.
No, not even close.
Not even close. But anyway, talk about that, and can we expect to see that some more? I think it makes the videos a lot more interesting. They seem to go faster, and there's some good things that come about with it. But talk about that.
It was more realistic, maybe, and it's just nice to see. There's a dealer and a player, right? Mm-hmm. My son is here. I don't know how long, temporarily. Okay. He said, and it's kind of a good thing and a bad, not good and bad, not for him. He's like, you know what? Maybe I want to make a change. I don't know. You're down in Vegas. Do you mind if I move in with you and then look around? Like, yeah, it's hard to say no to your kids, right?
Yeah.
And I actually brought it up and invited him. I said, I'm going to Vegas. I know you're, in Reno, he's kind of was at the top casino and your pay tops out.
Okay.
Makes a decent living at that. But here in Vegas, you could probably double it. You have to work your way up. But if you get to the center strip, you're making a pretty good chunk of change. Mm-hmm. Easily 100,000, 150 plus something in that, pretty
big
good
money,
pay
big money, yeah.
For a dealer. If you can get to the center strip, Cosmo, Bellagio, those type of places, right?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, come to Vegas. And so he's like, yeah, sure. My lease is ending. I'll come and check it out. So he has been, at first I didn't want to ask him because I'm like, Jared, I'll be up front with you. I'm not going to pay you. Like, if you want to help out, it's fun. And so my son, Jared, is a dealer, and he has been dealing for me in some of my videos. And he's like, well, I need to kind of keep up and practice and stuff like that. And so it's been fun to have him. We just filmed. There'll be a couple more coming out. We filmed a couple. Now, he may or may not continue dealing, actually. He's an outdoorsman guy. He runs ultra marathon. I don't know what they're called.
Ultrathons.
I don't know. They're in the hills. They're outdoors. Yeah. They're 50 miles, 100 miles, whatever. He doesn't like road and 26 miles or whatever. So
Too
he does.
Easy for a guy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No challenge.
He's an outdoor fitness guy, right? So he wants to do something in that range. So he's applying. He's looking at like whatever they're called, wilderness firemen and wilderness tour guides and adventure, whatever, wilderness ranger and like that would be, I think, ideal for him. And then he can always, the nice thing about that career is he can always go back to dealing, or he could do it. I think he mentioned one where it would be like seasonal. They treat him as full time, but it's only for like 6 months as a wilderness rescue person, and then he could deal the rest of the year. So he may or may not continue dealing, but he has been dealing on my table, and I've loved it. He's been dealing craps for a little over a year now, and then he was dealing the other table games for another year or two. So
okay. As far as, and we can ask you can ask your viewers, but I think it makes the play a lot better. I think it's, you used the word realistic. I think it makes it more realistic. And the pace of play rolls, and I don't know, I bet you get more rolls per video than you do when you're doing everything yourself. Definitely. Maybe a couple more rolls. That's all.
But yeah, I'm not, because I'm still not super flying through things. And usually, I know how to make the payouts for the bets I make. He just does it a lot smoother, and he does it properly, using both of his hands. He's not leaning.
You still have to handle the money both times, or handle
there
times.
Is some.
There's got to be some efficiency.
There is, but as far as the total roll count, it's been a little more, but not a whole lot.
Okay.
So, I still talk and I try to teach, and I could put him on mic and have him make the calls, but people know Color Up, and so I feel like I should be on mic, but it would be cool if I had a stick man making the calls and I could still make commentary, but half my commentary is part of the calls anyway. So I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, it has, and I'm not making the mistakes, right? So the payoffs are usually right. Although I gave him a hard time because he did forget the puck the other day. He left it on. I'm like, that should be off.
Chit-chatting one of those videos. Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. But
nobody's perfect.
Yeah. There's some times that I've made mistakes. I'm like, did I?
I hear. But I hear your voice. And, did I? What was I?
Yeah.
Yeah. You make the adjustment.
Anyway, yeah, it's been fun. it's fun. It's really cool that he has that trade and skill. And I'm gonna have him deal to me as much as possible. And he likes it because he says he keeps him practice a little bit. So in case he does need to fall back on that career.
What strategies, do we have anything coming up to take advantage of something that was maybe a little complicated, or we got some new strategies coming up? What's in the pipeline?
Not really to take advantage. I mean, there's certainly some things that I probably wouldn't have even filmed if it wasn't for him. I can't remember which particular one, but some of these submissions I get are kind of crazy.
Okay.
But there's nothing really out of the ordinary coming down the pike.
All right.
I know there was a variation of the Arnold. People have really been loving the Arnold for the last year or so.
Yes.
And so I'm putting out someone submitted a variation of the Arnold.
Okay.
And it was kind of interesting, the results. So I actually think that's coming out Monday.
All right. Very good.
But yeah, nothing. I'm not really taking advantage of him in that way yet, where I can do this crazy stuff. But I don't know. It is something to think about. But.
And are you still keeping the same pace of videos, or are you like taking advantage of them being in the house and you're stockpiling?
Oh, well, I would like to, but no. As of right now, it's still Mondays and Thursdays here on the Color Up channel, and Sports Grid whenever. But yeah, I'm not getting ahead because I am. Like I said, cruising, and then I was sick, and now I'm catching up. Now, the wedding, I need to finish stuff. The wedding.
That's our last topic. That's our last topic.
All the families coming in this week, starting the 30th, which is, I don't know, is that Monday or Tuesday? Or no, Tuesday, probably Tuesday.
29th is tomorrow.
So my house will be full from Tuesday until the following week. So I'll be trying to work as minimal as possible. Yeah.
Very good. So families coming in. What else is going on in the Color Up multi-universe? Anything else as we're coming up on an hour here? Anything else that's going on that we need to let people know about? No,
that the daughter, I think she was, so I've had my son, and that video is done gangbusters years ago. And then I redid it with how to play craps with my daughter.
Yes.
My daughter Toby. And so she's the one getting married. And she was like, I just want to do a small private thing. She lives up in Winnemucca, Nevada, which is the middle of nowhere, a couple hours outside of Reno. And she's like, I just want to do a tiny family wedding. And then when we moved to Vegas, it had never really crossed her mind. She's like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just do like a little Vegas wedding, right? Yeah. And, Vegas is popular for all these little chapels and stuff. Mm-hmm. And she's actually getting married at the chapel where her grandfather got married. My wife's dad got married in Vegas. Oh, wow. However long ago. He's no longer with us, but yeah, so he won't get to see it. But she was like, oh, it's kind of sentimental. It's kind of goofy and fun, but it also sentimental. And it's still a small, they're really tiny little 10 people can come in. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, so she's kind of making it into this fun little Vegas thing. Yeah, the reception's at the Red Rock Casino, their bowling alley. So if anyone knows, Red Rock is kind of like an upscale locals casino. It's not near the Strip, but a lot of local people like it, and it's really nice. And they're one of those places that have movie theater and bowling alley. They have everything, right? Like a resort.
So you're going to have like a banquet room kind of
thing? Yeah. I rented out it's like a bowling alley / banquet, private VIP area, whatever. So I had to rent that out. And she's Elvis Chapel. She does not want to pay for the Elvis. All of the chapels had that option to upgrade and add Elvis, right? Okay. But we visited a couple. These Elvises are like, if they actually looked like Elvis, or their wig was okay, but these guys have like this wig that's silly and crooked, and they're like, they're skinny, but they're wearing the fat Elvis suit. And it's just none of it. It's like, would this guy come off the street? He probably did. It's like, if it was a really good Elvis impersonator, maybe it would be fun to have them part of the wedding. But It's usually not the case. So we're not gonna pay extra for Elvis to be
is
at our
everybody
wedding.
dressing up, or is it kind of chill, or come as you are, or what are y'all doing?
I was told I'm supposed to get a nice shirt.
Wow.
So,
Okay, so we're talking.
I did have to buy her a dress. I guess as the family of the bride, you have to kind of pay, which I'm thrilled. Right, I'm getting out cheap.
Sure.
A little Vegas chapel, and I'm not renting a big tent and a church and all this. It's pretty minimal for me, which thank goodness. My next daughter might be a freaking cathedral and the whole nine, because it's just her personality, right? Mm-hmm. So I might have to pay double for that one. But this daughter,
average out.
Yeah, it'll probably average out. But this daughter, I'm getting out cheap. But I will probably sometime this week. But I don't own a jacket. I mean, I couldn't even get in the casino in Venice. Yeah. So I will probably get a nice shirt and get a jacket as well. But I don't know that there's any dress code really. It's going to be like a 10-minute ceremony in one of these little Las Vegas strip.
And then everybody jumps in the
chapel,
car and then Okay.
Yeah, we're going to take some pictures down on Fremont Street, and then we'll go to the Red Rocks bowling alley and have a little reception / party / whatever.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And then families coming in and some of our friends.
Are you going to be a working dad and have to take pictures and videos?
I'm going to help, but I used to do wedding video back in the day.
Right, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, and I really do want one. She's like, I don't need a video. I'm like, but it's kind of more important to me. But my brother is actually taking over wedding video business, and he's been doing it for years, and he's far surpassed the quality and the style that I could do, and he's really grown his business, and he just outsources editors and all that stuff. He does a really amazing job. So luckily, I'm going to have him to lean on, and I will maybe assist a little bit. But yeah, I was forbidden to work and take pictures and videos for my daughter.
Just to be dad.
Yeah, she's like, I want you just to be dad. Don't worry about that stuff. So I will probably help a little bit. But my brother is actually a professional in the wedding industry. So
that's very
he will be doing the heavy lifting for sure. Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, I don't have anything else on my Color Up Universe list.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, shoot them out. We'll answer a couple, but otherwise we'll get off and we'll go watch some football or something like that.
If there is football on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there football on Sunday night in America, in the United States? I think
there is. Sunday night football. I forget which channel hosts it because
it's probably NBC, and it's probably one of the teams that people either love or hate, right? That's playing tonight. So anyway. And they're 1-2, and they might even be losing 7-0 with 9 seconds left in the first quarter. But you didn't hear that from me.
Yeah. Appreciate that update.
Yeah.
Or lack of update.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah, America's team.
Your sister's got an eye.
She's got it on TV. Yeah. I know her household's fans.
Okay.
We've officially dated the not that this one would make it up onto podcast platforms. I'm not sure about this one.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
We'll see what happens. By the way, they need to get on it again.
I saw they posted today, but for whatever reason, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they skipped last week. But
they skipped last week. But they had been doing a good job of getting it back on. And by the way, we are powered by Sports Grid.
I get to dress like a.
Sorry, just like you want now.
I get to dress like a pit boss for a day, is what he said.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I'll have to put on my suit, and I'm dual rating.
Yeah. Very good. Well, I'll go through and just look through these comments at the top and just see if there's
what's going on with the professor's schedule. You're just kind of hard at it at school, right?
Yeah, hard at it at school, and I've been announcing a lot of games and things. I've been doing field hockey, JV football, volleyball, boys and girls, and I did the on the chain gang. I'm the box man, if you will. For every home football game, and love doing that. So staying really busy. My son came in town. That was pretty cool.
Birthday celebration, right?
Birthday celebration. He came up And my oldest son flew down to meet him in Florida. They did some things. Then he drove back up in his Tesla, and he's got like the self-driving thing. And anyway, it's really cool. We rode in a couple 3 times. It's like spaceship stuff, Jeremy.
The future is here.
The future is here, and I saw Elon posted something today. He said that this couple was in their 70s, and they sold their Pathfinder or whatever it was, and they got a Tesla, and now driving's not difficult. Yeah, because you're not really driving. They only have to take over a few times, and they can drive more hours. And
I tell people all the time, like, I cannot. I know some people complain, and my wife is like, "No, I can't. You let cars drive," but I cannot wait until every car is autonomous. Is that how you say that? I just know that a car with 20 cameras paying attention at all times is way better than a human who's checks their cell phone or looks down or sneezes or gets distracted by a big Las Vegas sign. Or, I've been in way too many car accidents. None of them my fault, by the way, I should say. But I've been in way too many car accidents, deadly car accidents, serious car accidents. Whoa. And I can't not wait until all these cars drive themselves.
Well, they're getting there, and they got those Venmos, or not Venmos. What are those? Waymos?
There's something running, Zooms or something running around Vegas here, without any drivers. It's happening. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I think there's going to be mistakes, and it's always going to hit the news. Oh my gosh, another one. But I would still rather have all the sensors and all the cameras looking out as opposed to some schmuck like me. And especially like Vegas, when I came here, my car insurance rates like quadrupled or something. It was insane how much I'm paying now.
In Nevada.
Yeah, and I'm already Reno's already higher than most of the country. And I went to Vegas and I was shocked how much I'm paying way more than rent or anything. It is by far my largest bill that I have. For car insurance per month.
In car insurance per month than you are in rent?
Yes. It's not cool. And we're still shopping. I don't know. It is insane.
Wow. That is insane.
So anyway, but I guess it's because we have the enjoyment of so many drunk drivers driving all around here. So I can't wait for all these driverless cars. I don't know how we got off on this. Oh, your son.
So he's got the Tesla. So anyway, it was great having
So he's the employee down at SpaceX, right?
SpaceX. That's right. Yep.
So he kind of likes his products. Trust his boss.
Oh, he likes his boss. Yeah. He's good on there. And but yeah, it was nice having our son here. He hung out with us for a few days, slept on the couch or whatever, and it was a lot of fun having him back. But yeah.
Shout out to John to listening to us. I guess he normally listens to the Archive podcast.
Yeah, and that's why I pulled it up.
Yeah, maybe he's not a football fan. Well, I guess football season just kind of started, but we didn't have an excuse before. But I understand why people wouldn't be listening now.
Patty from Green.
Oh yeah, across the pond.
Across the pond.
Unless he's here, I don't know. I wish if he is, he should have told me. I would have went down and seen him.
Yeah, you could have hooked up with him.
Patty, if you ever come here, I am here now local. You've got to tell me.
Yeah.
And I will make my way over to see you. So I did miss, I don't know, maybe you can, I did miss Craps for the Cure. I don't know if you watched any of that.
Watched a little bit of
I know a lot of the communities involved in it.
You were elsewhere.
Yeah, it was off of my radar, and I haven't got to watch. I haven't watched any of the replays. Unfortunately, I missed out on the whole thing.
And a little bit of John, and then Brian was with Craftsmaster Journey Joe. I watched a little bit of those. So yeah, it was a busy time, and there were a lot of YouTubers, and I'm sure you would have.
I know they raised a big chunk.
Yeah,
which is
I don't know what the final total was and all, but yeah, it was, and that was a busy weekend for me. So, but I did catch what I could of it, and I'm sure it's all archived. We can go back and
Waymo, great for visually impaired people, older folks at night. Zooks is the one that's running from like Resorts World down to the south end of the strip or something like that. But
that's the one where you rent the Tesla and go inside. The Vegas Loop is what it's called.
No. Zooks is like these. You like sit in it and you sit face to face.
Oh,
it's kind of like a little,
like a carriage kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
It's like a carriage.
Yeah.
And so they're running, I think, just one route from Resorts World to the south end of the strip somewhere. Over 50,000 rays. Awesome.
Very good. Yeah.
And then Waymo is just I don't know if that's the Amazon car, but there's some of those. They have like all kinds of arms and sensors and stuff around it, and it's driving down the roads here too. So,
you know anything about this movie here? Skill and Luck put out there. Let me borrow out, damn jacket, and borrow the jacket. You know anything about that?
No.
No, I have never heard of that. Man, I'm gonna Google it and check that one out. So, that one flew up earlier. I didn't recognize it, so we'll check it out. So there's one here from a listener. It says, "Latest husband, I really enjoying your videos and earning comps on cruise ships. Like an update if you're still doing that or if your strategy has changed." And you kind of said a little bit. You were just laying the 10 and on this last one, right?
Yeah, it's still working for me. My secret crap strategy. And yes, I still earn the cruises. I still have a couple more booked. Mm-hmm. We're waiting to see if my wife gets some offers to take my daughter for her Christmas break from college.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still doing the cruise thing until they put in crapless craps or completely eliminate hedging. I'm still going to do it because it's a great way to earn points and great way to get free cruises.
It's a fun way to vacation. I really like it. We're going on the 22nd through the 24th, and I'll get my last 81 points. But looking back on it, that 4-day cruise that we had on whatever the name of the ship was, to get 2,319 points, or 2,419 points when you need 2,500 for Prime. Looking back on it, I mean, that's pretty significant.
You crushed it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got crushed as far as a few nights on those 10s, but I didn't lose nearly the money that I think I'm going to be recouping.
Have you been getting email offers now?
Yes.
I bet you were before.
Yeah, I was getting them before, but I'm getting them. And the offers list, just like Brian had said, they're way longer. Like I just scroll and scroll and scroll up on.
You're probably getting balconies and stuff like that.
Yes, balconies and all kinds of good stuff. So, and I'm putting this one up here because we did joke about it before. I threw it up there earlier, but yeah.
That may be the first time we've heard that Jim's mic is a little low. Though, to be fair,
always Jim's mic is too loud. So. Yeah.
That is good news. I appreciate that comment.
Yeah. You and my wife and anybody else who listens to me. Anytime.
Zooks is now available for more than just Resorts World. Nice. It goes other areas now and is still free. Okay. Yeah, that's the difference about that one is there was no cost.
And this one here was a little funny.
Zooks is the Amazon, Waymo is Google. Okay.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm trusting Dennis.
Okay. Well,
he sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Why would he comment on YouTube and not know what he's talking about? Yeah. But yeah, Holy Roller Brian has got this big adventure cruise where he's going from L.A. to Tokyo, and the clocks keep changing. He doesn't know what time it is.
Oh yeah, that is an issue.
And it's absolutely hilarious. He went out to get something to eat, and Amber wasn't there because I guess her body clock's on another clock, and then she brings breakfast back to the cabin, and he's not there. He's eating off at the Windjammer. So they've been pretty funny, the videos that are out there. So anyway, I hope he's having a good time out there. And our buddy Shep, I saw where he and who was it? Oh, shoot. John.
I would love bubble craps on a cruise ship. That would be a problem for my wife.
Yeah, this is pretty funny. But John is on there with Shep, and they're both in their Cleveland Browns uniforms. So I think they got together to go to a Cleveland Browns game because it looks like it's in a stadium. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, thought you might like that. I don't know if you saw that one on Discord or not.
I'm a big fan of theirs, even when they're cruddy, which they are currently, and have no offensive. But anyway.
Go ahead. Oh, you want to wind it up? I was going to say, Skill and Lut asked about the craps table on the Tokyo cruise ship, and there's one, is what Brian said earlier there. So anyway, go ahead.
JC asked, do you place numbers after laying the 10? Yeah, so I do it at the same time. So I lay the 10, place the inside. It's just temporarily. Once I get enough hits that my insides are paid for, I pull down the lay bet, and then I go from there. Essentially, my bets are paid for, and then I start pressing and try to win. So the lay is just temporarily. And sometimes I don't. I know someone asked about cruising, her and her husband. Sometimes I don't do a lay. Sometimes I protect with a don't pass. And instead of pulling down the don't pass, if after a couple hits, I will then just place whatever the don't pass number is. So they essentially offset, and I try to make money with the other numbers. But I do like hedging for the first few rolls. For one, you have more money on the table, you get rated better. Mm-hmm. And then for two, you're not worried about the short rolls. And, if you play craps, if you're planning on playing craps 4 hours a night on a cruise ship every night, you're going to see your fair share of, it's just like anywhere, right? You're going to see lots of short rolls, and the long ones rare. So I like to play in a way that protects me for the short runs. There are sequences, though. Just there's no strategy that's magic.
That's perfect, yeah.
So sometimes the sequence will get you. And in that particular one, if you're laying the 10 and the 10 keeps rolling, as Jim experienced one night, is no fun.
A lot of 10s out there.
Yeah, so it just depends.
Very good. Can
you please read my above comment on the new Craps channel?
Where's Skill and Luck? What is he talking about? Let me go up. There's a news Craps channel? I missed that. Here, I'm trying to scroll up now.
Why don't do us a favor? Just repost about it, Skill and Luck. I don't know if he has a new channel, or he's starting things up, or he's promoting some other channel. Jeremy, everyone is enjoying your son dealing in your videos. Please ask him what his favorite strategies for players are for a future video. Yeah, hopefully I'm going to get him on a podcast, and I'm going to have Jim grill him, ask him all kinds of, because Jim's better at questions than I am. He'll ask all kinds of, hey, so what do they do on the break? What do they do with the dice? How do they rotate? I'm sure he'll be great at questions.
I got questions.
Yeah, and I think has enough experience that.
Let's see. Skill, if you're still there, because where is it?
I don't see anything about a channel.
Let's see. I don't see anything else.
Dennis asked if I'm living in Vegas. Yes, as of I moved here right before DiceCon in June. Yeah. So I'm settling in. We're settling in. I actually bought some plants, some greenery. That was part of the deal with my wife. She's like, can't be by the strip. So we're by the mountains, not the strip. And she's like, I need a little backyard oasis with some plants and trees and stuff. So I got some shrubbery and plants and stuff so she can enjoy her porch and not just see rocks and dirt, right?
Okay.
So those are some of the requirements. But we're liking it here so far. I went to the WNBA game. Obviously, there's concerts galore, and I haven't done an NFL game, but the Browns are coming to the Raiders this year.
Oh, you got to go.
So I've got to do that.
Yeah. Because that's not going to happen every year.
Yeah. So, the tickets are always outrageous for the NFL, but it is what it is. It's going to have to happen. But so there's always stuff here, which is really cool. Part of Vegas, they really have everything, but it's still kind of a smaller town compared to most cities, Boston, New York, Miami, Houston. It's not crazy. It's kind of small still, but yet it still has all the big city amenities. It's getting bigger, but so yeah, I am in Vegas now. And, mostly it has to do with my opportunities, hopefully, working with casinos. Yeah, I heard the housing market is struggling in Vegas. Yeah, I guess to a degree. I'm renting now. The rent's significantly cheaper than what was up in Reno, which I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Reno's kind of, one, all the Northern California escape and go to Reno because it's cheaper than California, but it's pretty expensive. And then as far as big cities, Vegas is probably comparable or cheaper than a lot of big cities, but it's definitely cheaper than Reno. Did you see my new comment?
Oh, let's see.
No, whatever. I don't. Maybe it's automatically blocking it. If you're adding like a URL, it might not
block it. Yeah.
It might block
Put
it.
Some spaces or something in there.
Yeah, like spell out something or
Like use
or
an
just
asterisk or something.
communicate it somehow. But if you're adding like a link, that's probably what the problem is. Because I saw your comment. Can you please read my above comment?
Right, but
and then did you see my new comment? So the answer is no.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind sharing. Skill and Luck has been a great supporter.
Yeah.
So I'll share with whatever. But
saying hi earlier. So
we'll wait for his comment, and then and then we'll get off the air here. So
sure, sounds good. And I got a teacher work day tomorrow. So
you got a day off?
Well, I don't have a day off. I have a day without children, so I still have to go. But I don't have to go in as early. Yeah.
Okay. And you don't have to put up with the children. You get to get your work done.
Yeah. Supposed to.
Jeremy, are you going to be on the cruise with Brian in November? And if so, for all sailings, same question for the professor.
All right. So are you going on that one? He's got, I think there's 2 back-to-back in November.
He is now going on 3 back-to-back, I believe. I am for sure going to be, and I don't know if he still, I know he was selling because he rented out like space and buffet or whatever. I don't know. He's got some stuff going on.
Okay.
So there is a little ticket price. So I don't know if those are still for sale or available, but I'm going November 10th through the 14th.
Is that the first one or the second one?
That's the first one. I'm almost 99% positive.
Okay.
And he's working on trying to give me one of his offers for the next one, the back-to-back. But
wow.
And I think he's going to be there for a third. But yeah, I'll be there on the 10th, on the first one, 10th through the 14th, and he's going to, I guess, have me speak or share or help or whatever and hang out with the folks. But KC Craps is a new Craps.
Probably a new Craps channel.
KC Craps is a new Craps channel.
Yeah. And I can answer the second half of JC's question, which I was not planning on it because I've got that cruise in December. And usually November's pretty busy time for me, but I will look at it again and see if my loving wife would like to run down there. And in the genesis of that could be I could go down there on the cruise, get my 81 points, get out of there, get my prime, so that way when we do the other one in December, we can just enjoy it and not gamble at all or whatever. So I don't know.
I wish for everyone to check him out. What's your relation? What's the? Yeah, I actually saw this guy's thumbnail the other day.
Now you got me curious. I got to look it up.
It's just KC Craps. He's got 1,000 subscribers already. Congratulations. 62 videos. So see, he's been at it for a little bit.
There it is.
Well, I guess just a month. So I don't know what his videos. Maybe he does a lot of lives. Maybe a lot of shorts.
The secret to winning big at Craps. Okay, there's secrets involved.
He's only done a handful.
I've seen this. I've seen him before.
He's done.
But it might be a new,
mostly shorts.
New channel. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the last month he's been posting.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about him, but Skill and Luck says, he's a friend. Yeah.
Good.
Skill and Luck vouches for him. I'm sure it looks like he's on a Crapless Craps. There you go. You need to learn some Crapless Craps strategies. Check out KC Craps.
Yeah.
So shout out to him.
Excellent. Okay. Well, we made it to that guy. So that's good. KC Craps.
Yeah, here just because we're ending, I'll go ahead and pull it up. Let's see. Share screen.
What a nice guy you are.
I know. Look at this. If I can figure it out.
By the way, there's a lot of new features on StreamYard. When I opened it back up in the last month, they added a lot of stuff. So got some homework to be playing with next time. Is it not pulling up?
Well, I'm using this thing and everything's mirrored. There we go.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
And you have the dark background.
Oh, yeah. I put everything in dark mode. You still do light mode?
Yeah, I still do light mode.
That's a shame. That's too bad.
It's going to ruin my eyes, I'm sure.
No, I don't know. I just do everything in dark mode, but I know that I've seen videos and people are like, are you a light mode or a dark mode person? It's just preference. I think it's just all about contrast. So I don't know.
As you sit in your dark room. And I
sit exactly. And you're all lit up.
Like your Christmas tree.
All right, folks. Thanks for checking in. I'm not going to make any promises, but
you're probably going to be busy next week, right? So no show next
good
week.
Good point. Because the wedding will be over, but
got family though.
I don't know. But maybe someone will join me, and it'll just be fun.
Yeah, maybe interview your son next week. We'll see.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But thanks for listening. Hope you had a good time finding out some of the behind the scenes here at Color Up. And Jim, thanks as always for helping me out.
Thank you.
Hold on. Who was playing? Packers and who?
Cowboys.
Let's go. I don't like either of those teams. You're right. No one cares about these teams. All right. Go Browns. All right. Good night, everyone.
We'll see you. Bye.